Now, if you stayed up to watch SNL last night, you got a new twist on the Easter story.
What is that noise that comes from within? Look, the stone, it rolls away. Is it Jesus?
Basically, yes. And if you think that this is a bad look, imagine how weird it would be if I started selling Bibles. Well, I'm selling Bibles. Look at this beautiful Bible, made from 100% Bible. Sounds like a joke, and in many ways it is, but it's also very real. As you know, I love Bible. It's my favorite book. It comes with everything you like from Bible, like the story of Easter, which primarily concerns Jesus, not so much the bunny. I kept waiting for the bunny to show up. He never showed up. That's okay. So let us bow our heads, I'm not going to, and say the Lord's Prayer, which we all know very well, me especially. Our Father who are in heaven, hallowed be bing 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 bong. Bing bong bing bing bing. Trespass daily bread. And please lead us into temptation and pay our automobiles. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Easter Bunny.
Now look, SNL is playing Trump's new role as a Bible salesman for laughs. Some Christians, though, say they are put off by this latest marketing ploy, including Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock, pastor at Atlanta's historic Ebenezer Baptist Church.
The Bible doesn't not need Donald Trump's endorsement, and Jesus, in the very last week of his life, chased the money changers out of the temple, those who would take sacred things and use them as cheap relics to be sold in the marketplace. The sad thing is that none of us are surprised by this. This is what we expect from the former president. If he's not selling us steaks, he's selling us a school whose degree is not worth the paper that it's written on. If he's not selling us a school, he's selling us sneakers, and now he's trying to sell the scriptures.
Pastor Doug Pagitt joins us with more. So, Pastor, you describe yourself as a progressive evangelical, and I'm curious, just from your perspective, what do you make of Donald Trump and this USA Bible?
Well, thanks for having me, and happy Easter to you and to those for whom that's a meaningful day as it is to me. But look, Donald Trump selling a Bible, it has its own sort of comedic bit to it, which we see. And the particular Bible that he's choosing to sell, this USA Bible, this kind of Patriots Bible, makes this selling of the Bible particularly problematic for me as someone who cares a lot about faith and religion and the Bible. I've spent a lot of time preaching about it, encouraging people to read it, not just buy it. So there's a lot to be concerned about because of the particular version of Bible that Donald Trump is selling, in addition to the fact that he chose to have a licensing agreement to raise money for the endeavors of his life by selling the Bible.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a USA Bible as he's marketing it. It includes a copy of the Declaration of Independence, the Pledge of Allegiance, even some lyrics to a Lee Greenwood song. And I know you touched on it a little bit there, but what in particular about those editions do you think just isn't right here?
Look, this is exactly the reason a lot of us are bothered, is that what Donald Trump is selling is a particular version that, as you say, includes the documents from the founding of the United States of America, something that means a lot to us. I work for an organization called Vote Common Good. We travel the country asking faith voters to make the common good their voting criteria. We think a lot about what it means to be a Christian in America, but what we don't want is a Christian America. And what Donald Trump is doing is acting and by selling this Bible, is acting as if the documents of the founding of our country, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, should sit inside the same book as the scriptures of the Christian religion and the Jewish religion. That blending is where the problem really sits. I've actually known about this version of the Bible for a few years. In fact, a number of us led a protest against a publisher that was going to publish it in 2021, and we talked with them and met with them. And we worked hard to make sure this Bible wasn't being supported by that publishing house, a publishing house that I've published my books with as an evangelical pastor. So a lot of us are bothered not only that Donald Trump is pitching a Bible as a sales gimmick, but that he's chosen a Bible that's pushing something a lot of us refer to as Christian nationalism, meaning he's making Christianity and a nationalism perspective blended together. And he's done it now officially by pitching this version of the Bible. So it's the things that added in, not just the fact that he's selling a Bible. Look, I wish Donald Trump would spend a lot of time reading the Bible, to tell you the truth. And I wish he'd spend a lot of time living out the calls that he would find there. I think it would just be better for him and better for all of us if he were to care about the things that are in the Bible and not just be trying.
As I understand, I mean, you sometimes attend Trump rallies to talk to some of his supporters. As we know, he has had some strong evangelical Christian support up to this point. And I'm curious, when you go to some of those rallies, when you talk to some of his supporters, what is your message and how is it received?
Well, this is the kind of thing that we've been aware of for a long time. As an evangelical leader myself and someone who's been really concerned that so many evangelicals have supported Donald Trump when he was the very kind of candidate that they spoke about in the past as someone they wouldn't support, and now they're supporting him wholeheartedly. We've worked hard to invite those evangelical voters and other Christian voters to know they have options to not vote for Donald Trump and to remain solidly in their faith, like a lot of us are doing. So that's the work that we do. And a lot of people will tell us when we say, but what do you think about this? You as a Christian, do you think Donald Trump reflects your Christian values? They'll say things like this. Well, I don't really think he does, but his policies do, or the things he supports are in line with my thinking. So these are not people who are even buying the idea that Donald Trump is he himself a person of deep personal faith. They don't really care. They just think they're going to accomplish what they want to accomplish. Now, here's the funny thing. Donald Trump isn't pitching a Bible because he wants people to read the Bible. He's selling the Bible as a money-making effort in this licensing agreement that he has with this version of the Bible. And frankly, he's trying to message to Christians as if he's the candidate that supports the Bible. Now, I don't want any of our candidates out supporting the Bible, to be frank with you. Like, I think our religion and our Christianity, for the good of both of them, or our politics and our Christianity, for the good of both, need to make sure they're keeping a close eye on the behavior of the other, but they shouldn't be wedded together the way that they are.
Yeah, well, Pastor, you got a tall task ahead of you if that's your hope in an election year. But it sounds like you're already well on your way to making some progress in what you do. I really appreciate you being with us this Easter.
And I know, as a guy who's here to tell people, Donald Trump shouldn't be plugging the Bible, I'm not going to tell them about, only go to votecommongood.com to know about this. But if they are interested in this kind of work and standing up against Christian nationalism, we'd love to know about them over at votecommongood.com. So thanks a lot.
All right. Pastor, thank you so much for being with us.